Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing the new Mono Red or Red Raid. And so Core Set 2021, we were only playing with the cards that are not going to be rotating once rotation happens. Thronable Drain, Throw Beyond Death, Ikoria, and Core Set 2021. If you guys have been watching my channel for a little bit, you also know that if you type in set A and B, there's also a whole bunch of new cards that just came out with the new update that they had. They added these in as the starter cards, and one of those cards, or a couple of these cards, come into this deck. The main one that we're built around with this one is Raid Bombardment. So Raid Bombardment here is basically the new Cavalcade of Calamity. We finally got rid of Cavalcade of Calamity, and it just keeps coming back. And we're gonna go ahead and showcase how good this card could be and why Wizards should not be printing these kinds of things, but whatever. I mean, it's cool. Cavalcade was around for a while and it wasn't the worst thing in the world, just very close to it. All right, so 3-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, it deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. So Cavalcade of Calamity was the exact same thing, except there was 2-mana enchantment, and it said if a creature with power 1 or less attacks. And so having this be power 2 or less lets us do some interesting things. It is more expensive, which means we're not going to get as many of them on the battlefield, but we do get to have just really go deep with lots of creatures in our deck and still have the consistency of getting in for extra damage, even if they have lots of blockers. So with our deck, we're trying to make sure that we have lots of creatures on the board. So 8 1-drops. Typically in aggro decks, you're wanting a little bit more. We are really heavy in the 3-drop slot, but Bone Crusher Giant mainly coming in here for the stomp ability. So it is a good finisher late game. It's just a powerful card, but like we're basically playing it as the 2-drop slot. So Fervent Champion, a new card here, Tin Street Cadet. 1 mana whenever it becomes blocked, you create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. So we can swing in with it and then swing in with it again, which is pretty nice. It worked really well with our deck. Forbidden Friendship. It creates 2 tokens. One of them's hasty, so it gets in for really well for us. And then this is where some of the cards shine here is Robber the Rich. Robber the Rich is an amazing card. Getting in for 2 points of damage, potentially more with Raid Bombardment, everything like that. Just perfect what we're looking for. There is also Nest Robber, which came in with the new update here as well. Typically an Ixalan, but is here. It's actually a powerful card because I know it's just basic stats, 2 mana, 2/1 with haste. But there's really not that many cards in Magic where you have a really powerful 2-drop that also has haste. And so it's actually pretty powerful. It may want to be coming into the slot as well. Like if you don't want the Bone Crusher Giants or want just something a little bit more powerful, the 2-drop slot, we're going to go for that. I decided to go for a little bit more flavor with the deck and go for Bolt Hounds, Subriber, and Bone Crusher just as the one way that we can actually kill things as well. And so Subriber, I call her Sabrina for forever, and I probably will again this turn, but this game. But just so you guys know, I'm meaning to call her Sabrina, so I'll try my best. Also with haste, when you can pay 1 to have another target creature with power 2 or less, can't be blocked this turn. Perfect for these Cavalcade of Calamity type of decks, now Raid Bombardment type of decks. And again, this is something that will be in standard for forever because it's one of the starter decks. And so basically that's the same way that this worked in normal standard as well. The starter decks that you had that they would give away like at game shops or whatever in physical cards, those were technically always available in standard. They were just usually bad enough that you didn't play with them. But this time around, they actually loaded these starter packs with pretty powerful cards I'm actually kind of excited to see play, and we've gone through a few of them. There's a whole Goblins deck in Standard now that could be really powerful as well, but this is the one that we're going to be jumping into today. Subriber works really well with it. We can also pay 2, tap it, discard your hand until end of turn. Whenever a creature with you control with power 2 or less deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw 1 card. So unfortunately, this has the Raid Bombardment deals damage instead of the creature attacking deals damage. You could do some really cool stuff if it was otherwise. Torbrand says if a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent it controls, it deals plus 2 more damage. That much damage plus 2. Man, I'm having a hard time spoken right today, guys. It's getting late. All right, so Torbrand, basically another copy of Raid Bombardment for us. It just lets us get through with a bunch more damage as we're going wide. It's really powerful. So just really aggressive. Embercleave in here as well as the finisher. And so we're keeping almost every one of our creatures on the 2-power slot or lower, which opens up the doors wide where you couldn't typically play like Robber the Rich, Bolt Hounds, these kinds of things. as effectively in the Cavalcade Calamity deck. Now we can just play a deck that is good even if we don't run into Raid Bombardment. If we do run into it, sweet. Then the only card that doesn't work with it is Bone Crusher Giant, but we have the Ember Cleave here as well because, I mean, come on. It's just good, and so that's what we're going to do. We're down to 23 lands. I'm hoping that doesn't hurt us too much. We are really heavy in the 3-drop slot, so maybe sticking at 24 is the better way to go. But we're going to keep it for now. So let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. A little bit awkward land base. I did decide to add in the Dwarven Mine, just kind of for fun here, but I guess we're probably fine with this. Alright, so Fervent Champion. Swing him on in. Not a lot of knights in here, so he's really only useful if you run into other versions of himself, but it's first strike with haste. It does all the things we want in the world. Might as well do those things. Well, we keep hitting our mountains, so I guess we hold on to the Dwarven Mine for now. Let's go ahead and Stompy this. We can get a Bolt Hound attack on the next turn if they don't have anything. Hey, Yara. Alright, Castle Embereth. Let's go. Let's just get out Raid Bombardment now. No attacks past the turn. Am I up with the baby tonight? No, I'm just doing a late night stream. Because I was up with the toddler until too late to do my normal schedule. Mire Triton. Alright, so Raid Merchant was in Theros Beyond Death, right? Things like Ayara, these are the cards that are really hard when we only have 2 power, is we can't really slam through these very well. Alright, they're swinging in. Sweet. No blocks. Take it. Do they have like Drill Bit? No, I think that's, yeah, the wrong ones. Oh man, Dwarven Mine feeling awkward here. Alright. Go Dwarven Mine. Let's go Forbidden Friendship, Tin Street Cadet. Torbrand on the next turn. I could hold this back, but I actually just kind of want to kill the Triton. Torbrand's going to be good for the Raid Bombardment anyway, right? Down to 22. A Boros Knights raid deck. Ooh, that could also be really good. Even Mardu wouldn't be too bad. It is a little bit awkward it being at 3 mana. I think that having Torbrand in the deck with it is what makes it powerful. And so going more heavy on red because of Torbrand's cost is probably the best way to go consistently with it. Because, I mean, now we get to swing in and deal, what, 12 points of damage before deal damage? And that's good. Whisper Squad. Whisper Squad. Down to 14. They're up to 23. Another land. Now we hit the land for the Dwarven Mine. Alright, that's cool. Alright, Torbrand. All attack. Alright, 3 damage for each of those. Yeah, down to 11. Ooh, dude, this deck is a wee bit spicy. We don't have Scorch Bitter, but I kind of like this as a replacement. Fervent Champion kills whatever because of the first strike in Torbrand. Next turn we get Bolt Hound or Castle Embereth. I mean, yeah, we'll go for Bolt Hound. You'd be good buddy to listen to Mike Tyson play MTG. I'm doing my best to remedy that, or replicate that anyway. Oh, man. Oh, it was a white creature, right. The white token does not kill Laris. Good point. Mire Triton. Cool. So Bolt Hound, if we can find any other hasty dude here, we're in really good shape. They've given a lot of life, but Torbrand also triggers this, which is sweet. This also triggers this, so we get 5. Man, they're getting a lot of life. Stop it. It's a lot of dead cards. We do get Bone Crushy after the fact. So Bolt Hound. right, let's do the maths. So 5 times 3 is 15, right? So, all right, swing in. There you go. There you have it. Yeah, having these extra pieces do it as well is pretty sweet. 15 damage before blocks. Oh no. Alright, up against Oscar. We have the Dwarven again. I swear, whenever you put a single of a card in the deck, you find it every game. If you have like a bunch of something, like 4 copies of something, you'll just never find it. But you put 1 copy and you'll find it almost every single game. It's amazing how consistent that's true. Alright, swing in. It's kind of awkward. We get enough value out of killing it and getting a body up the board. We really don't want big toughness dudes. If this is like a walls deck, I'm going to be a little bit frustrated. Okay, Season Hollowblade. Come on, Dwarven Mine. Never actually use you. We got to play it out though. Alright, Forbidden Friendship. So they discard cards if they block our guy, right? So we don't get to kill the card on the board, but we get to get rid of a card in hand. I think that's worthwhile. Anointed Chorister. Okay. This might just be the starter deck. And every time we find the mountain after the Dwarven Mine. Why, deck? Why? Why you do this to me? Takes 5 to make something bigger. Bolt Hound, causing them to block here. We get in for everything for 6. Let's just go for Forbidden Friendship, number 2. I'd rather get in with a wider board. Swing in for 4. Oh, I do need to update that. They're helpless. Sorry. I'm on by it. How are my 2 little creatures with cumulative upkeep costs? They are doing well. And still costing a lot more. No! I mean, if we went in with Bolt Hound, this would have been even worse. Somehow they have the perfect answers for everything we're doing, so that's great. Basri Cat, alright. Not a starter deck. Gotcha. Indestructible Life Linker. Seems decent against us. Alright, we can Bolt Hound, swing everything at Basri to kill it. They gain 3. Have to discard something. Stops them from gaining more life. We lose 2 creatures. I'm not sure that's worthwhile. I still think it's the best play. They may have just gotten us here. We haven't found any of our pieces that would work well against this, and we're going to go for slowing the game down. That's basically what we're doing here. Kills a Bolt Hound, kills the red creature. Yeah, playing it well. If we get to make them discard again, I'm kind of happy with this. Kill Basri. Get rid of another card in hand. A Glorious Anthem as well. Yeah, that's pretty good. The sun has befuddled my brain. And then we have a chance to actually top deck better than they do. Oh, another Glorious Anthem. Oh no. Oh boy. Down to 16. They should just be swinging in aggressively here. Big Stumpy. Bolt Hound. 1 card left to discard. I guess we wait until they're empty-handed. No attacks. Those are pretty good stat lines for a 1-drop. Not gonna lie. Alright, we block here. We'll see if they have that other thing again. We actually have to kill the lifelinker. Sweet. Alright, that is... We have hope. Hope is here. Pass the turn. Castle Empress is pretty nice. So I can double block Castle Empress, kill this, keep one around for the next turn, block the Hollow Blade. I could just force this, get rid of cards on their side. I think that's better. Alright, Castle Empress. Discards a land. Okay. Down to 10. Again, we're just trying to play the slow game here. Forbrand. No, alright. Get in for 6. Still gonna hold up the Embreth. We were worried about 23 lands not being enough, but I think that we found a few still. Alright, block you. Force the discard. Add another land. Alright. Down to 8. Fervent Champion. I'm going to keep damage rolling through. We can survive the 2 damage hits for a couple more turns. We technically survive this again as well. But then I have to block here. So, alright, keep going. They have found a lot of lands as well. Down to 6. Alright, now we have to hold back blockers. Or we get to Stompy it. Ooh, alright, we're back in the game. There, that is all it takes, and we are back. Still 6. Down to 11. Don't find another Glorious Anthem. Yes, we got him! Whoo! Oh, that was a grindy matchup. Up against Frank Jaguar. Yeah, keep this. Perfect curve here, by the way. Yeah, we'll take that. Down to 19. Pass the turn. See, this is where 10th Street Cadet actually works really well. They can't really block this. I don't think... So this is either token generator for like a Luca deck. We're going to be playing Raid Bombardment next turn anyway, right? So save this for when we have Torbrand out. The Melithus. A Raid Bombardment. Swing on in. Down to 16. We'll gain some life back, but that's fine. Down to 15. Alright, so they do know what this is. There are some people that haven't actually seen a lot of these newer cards. They've been played a little bit more often now. People are starting to see them, which just makes me happy. They're really fun cards. Archon. Ooh, that's bad. Alright, create a 1/1. We got it. Play Torbrand. No attacks past the turn. Archon will have to die. We can do that with Bone Crushing on the next turn. Outlaw's Merriment. Ooh. That can be bad. That can be very, very bad. Alright, Stompy. Bolthound. All attack. Oh my goodness, this turn. 15 damage for 4 blocks. They do get to gain some life. Whoa! Dude, that turn felt amazing. They blocked its debt, which creates another token for us. And then, yeah, Fervent Champion in for the win before the life gain. Sounds good, sounds good. Oh, man. Alrighty. Up against Onagar. Sabrina with Forbidden Friendship and Embercleave. You typically don't want this many lands in your hand. We get to discard our hand if it ever gets really disgusting. And so, with Subriber, if it survives, this is actually a pretty sweet hand. And the curve is looking really good. The only thing that this could make this better is being on the play. Riddle Form. Okay. Forbidden Friendship. Okay, no more lands. Stop it. Down to 19. Yeah, are we one win from Diamond? Dang it, because you said it now, I'm gonna mess up. Alright, down to 17. Oh man, they could have the opt. Okay, they didn't show any responses there. That doesn't mean they don't have it. Okay, they don't have it. Alright, down to 15. Torbrand on the next turn. Ooh, so good. Or just Embercleave. Brazen Barber. That's cool, that's cool. Okay, down to 14. Robber and... Alright, so we go Torbrand this turn. Robber, Subriber on the next turn. And then we Embercleave the turn after that. If we need to. Okay, Brazen Barbers again. They're hitting him for lots of damage. Down to 11. Subriber. Robber of the rich. Yes! And the escape velocity. That would have been great for us. We did it! Oh man, I've been trying to get to Diamond for so long. I keep going back and forth on Diamond, Platinum Tier 1. I swear, that's one of the worst places in the world to be is Platinum Tier 1. Alright, keep this. Dig it. So here's the question. We're on the play so Rob the Rich becomes better, right? 6. No, they have... Yeah, so it'd be 5. We get to steal something. Or is it better to go for... I guess they blocked it for Forbidden Friendship. I'm just thinking that we get the Raid Bombardment on the next turn, so it would have been nice. Take the Symbiote. If we can steal an Auspicious Strix, that would be sweet. They played the Gem Razor before we played the Bombardment. Fielded Juicy. So they're going to have Gem Razor, which means I kind of want to hold on to Bombardment until I can for sure get the value out of it that turn. So we probably play Bulltown here. Just because it does the most damage. Let's just get through the Symbiote. Well, kind of. We don't get to steal something with Robber, but that's fine. That blocks a Bulltown. Takes 3 down to 15. See you, say my name. Have a good one. There's the Gem Razor. Alright, so they have the blocker. Getting the mutated creature off the board seems valuable. Let's go Forbidden Friendship. Swing in. I forgot they could have blocked. Yeah, so they can block the Polywalk here. So, yeah, a little bit of misplay there, but that's fine. Kill the Gem Razor. Down to 12. Resetting the clock with Mutate sometimes helps. They don't have enough for Auspicious Strix. They're one off. Another Gem Razor. Alright. Well, that's cool then. Alright, so Torbrand. Torbrand is basically what we're looking for. Phoenix of Ash was another card that people were talking about. It definitely could deserve a slot here. Ooh, they're swinging in. Sea Dasher Octopus. Yeah, the issue with playing Bombardment is that they are going to mutate onto this so many different times, and so this will probably be dead before it's really valuable. So should we just be playing Bone Crusher instead, holding onto this until necessary? Alright, so swinging with Robber, yeah, swinging with Robber the Rich. Pump. We get to kill something. We didn't really have much better plays there. Down to 12. His land. They've definitely got Auspicious Strix in hand. Or lots of mutate cards. Alright, Bombardment. Bombardment. Technically with that, we're outpacing them. We can hopefully get something awesome off the top. Down to 8, down to 5. You got your Octopus, trades with the Robber. Okay. Down to 7. Oh, they have it. No! Yeah, there goes a Bombardment. Yeah, life just got so much worse for us. With this matchup, I think it all comes down to finding the Torbrand. They just get so big and beefy if we don't do stuff quickly. We're dead in the air, so yeah, we'll concede. Oh well. Up against TJBV. Keep it. Sweet curve. I'm digging it. Oh, this is a beautiful curve. Go Cadet. Pass the turn. Rituals shit not in the format. The only black board wipe we have to worry about, I believe, I don't know if there's any negative effects, but is well, that's annoying too. The only thing we have to worry about is Extinction Event. No blocks. Swing in. I'm gonna see if we can get out a something to kill here. They have another one, which is also a druid, or sorry, a rogue. Bummer. I should have waited there a little bit longer. Oh, this is bad. A pestilence effect that does -2. Okay. Alright, doesn't get a counterspell. If this is countered, we probably are just going to scoop it up and go to the next one. Fervent Champion. Man, you just know they have something here. Batra. Okay. And the mutate and the kill. We're done with this game. Let's go on to the next one. Oh man, that is the hard part with that matchup, is that mono red we kind of have to be slamming in. If we just play their tempo plan and just hold back for forever, we are almost guaranteed to lose the game. If we just go kind of attacking in, yeah, they may have the right answers, but they may not. And if they don't, we have a much higher chance of winning. You have to gauge it based off what you know they have and everything, but that's sometimes a hard one. All right, this is a decent curve. We'd like to find another mountain along the way. Again, I said this earlier. The number of times that we have found Doberman Mine in this, as it being a one of, is ridiculous. Like the odds of it being this consistent are kind of weird. But you know, whatever. Alright, pass the turn. Hold up Stompy. Oh, I love killing a flourishing fox in the morning. We might just go for the more aggro play now. Instead of going Bolt Hound right now, we could play, or not aggro, but like, if they don't play creatures, Bone Crusher just gets massive and destroys them. Bolt Hound can be safe for when we have a little bit wider board, like Dwarven Mine as well. Down to 17, past the turn. Cycles away. The best thing for them to play here is another Flourishing Fox. That's also not bad. Not great, but not bad. Come on, give me a creature. Dwarven Mine. Stomp. Gotta get rid of that. Having a bunch of blockers for us is really bad. Jump blocks, that's fine. Pass the turn. Opponent's playing an Artisan deck. Yeah, the Cycling deck, while it's an Artisan deck, this is such an it's a really, really powerful deck. I love that this is in the format. I think this is a great deck for people to start off with. If you guys are wondering, like, the best deck to get started with, absolutely it is this deck. The what's it called? Cycling deck. It's just really good. Bolt Hound, if I play it, it dies, but we get in for a lot more damage. It may not die too. They might just have to chump block the Crushy. And then next turn we have Bone Crusher and Bombardment. Down to 9, pass the turn. Granite Healer. Zenith Flare. This is the scariest part, is if we don't kill them this turn, they turn around and deal 10 to us. It's just ridiculous. Alright, so is that the best play? So they chump block. We could pump here and deal 4. Play the creature out. You go 4 by playing this out anyway, right? Alright, play it out. An Embercleave would be really nice to hit soon. Down to 4. Play Stompy number 2. Not really leaning on this Raid Bombardment very much. Maybe we should have gone for the pump. Alright, do you have the Zenith Flare? You should by this point. Oh, aggroing Cycling? I'm not sure. I think they're going to get us here. They had just enough blockers, and we have not found enough reach. They can gain potentially 12 here. Got 12 Cyclers in the graveyard. Holding it up. This is definitely Zenith Flare. Embercleave, come on. You can do it. Alrighty, swing in. Down to 6. Alright, we will pump. They could also kill, like, Bone Crusher at this. Okay, so gains 12. Yeah. Back down to 8. Do you have another one? Are we dead? We have drawn so many lands. I don't think we've even found an Embercleave. I think we've had it in our hand one time so far this video. Dude, I get so unlucky. As I was saying, we found Dwarven Mine so many times. Yeah. The odds of finding Dwarven Mine and the number of games that we have is so low. The odds of finding Embercleave are so much higher, and we've only found one of it in all of the games we played. Maybe I should just be putting them in as one-ofs. I really have been debating just to test that out to see if, like, okay, instead of playing it as a 3-of, it's either got to be a 4-of or a 1-of, and you'll find things consistently. Up against Nori Nori. Perfect curve. Let us hit some lands. Down to 19, past turn. And I was talking about not finding Embercleave. We have found it this time. Let's see if it works for us. Potentially another cycling deck. The only time we've seen that land so far has been in cycling. Not cycling. That's a good card to play too. Alright. Watchdog. Alrighty then. Let's go Subriber. We have Embercleave on the next turn. Bombardment as well could be nice. This is the issue with having too many 3-drops. All of them are good. I'm basically proclaiming to the world, hey look, we have an Embercleave, but we'll see if they catch on. If not, we get to play some Hollow Blades. Okay, down to 7. Keeping him under the 2 might be worthwhile. We can equip it on our next turn though. So pass the turn. Yeah, so if we equip Embercleave to Fervent Champion, we can do it. It doesn't cost anything to do so. Vanishing Light. It's the Subriber. Okay. Bolt Hound. This is a 4/4. Yeah, I think that's just lethal. Bombardment would be nice, but I think Bolt Hound gets us there. And then we also get this Season Hollow Blade as well. If not. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Is this Indestructible? Indestructible is nice. The one thing though is that it's not quite like Protection. The damage, once it gets down to 0, all trample damage goes over. If it's Protection, it'll try to do damage on each of the strikes, the first strike and the double strike. Alright, up against Chernobog, and we have a sweet curve. Lots of 3-drops, 4-drops, but that's kind of what this deck does, right? And a good 1-drop. I'll take it. Scavenging Ooze. We'll offer the trade here. Down to 18. Bombardment into Torbran is better. Just because we can do 15 at once. Having multiples is really nice as well. So no attacks, pass the turn. So okay, bombardment again. No attacks. We're just setting up to deal all the damage. So they could have Gem Razor in this deck. It's a very high likelihood that they do. Which is bad. Figure it. That's an 8/8. Oh, okay then. Oh my goodness. They should have been swinging it with bulk here. I think that they'd probably just kill us straight up if they did. Land! Come on, give us the land. Forbidden Friendship. Fervent Champion. I don't want to let them just gain life. So no attacks. As long as we can block and survive, Torbrand for sure gets us there. So it's just, if we find the land, we got it. Even the Dwarven Mine at this point will come in untapped, so everything is good. Any land is grand. And how many lands do we have to hit here? Our trusty, dusty MTG assistant. By the way, link down the description below, or in the chat for you in the chat. But yeah, Mountain to hit is 31% chance. Castle Embreth, less chance because we hit it. Yes! All right, Torbrand. They could have the Trample Through or whatever. But too late. We got the triggers. Oh, yes! Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so beautiful. And a little bit terrifying. And I'm going to run up against this as well sometime. Ooh, all 3 drops. We got a mulligan that. That's better. So keep this. We either drop Stompy or Forbidden Friendship. I think Forbidden Friendship without actually any of the pieces. We just go mono red here. Don't really plan on the battlement, the bombardment game plan. Gemini, dude, I'm doing great. Is getting a wee bit more past my bedtime though. And sometimes it's nice just to stomp you that, but we'll wait a turn, see what else we can hit. Selfless Savior. Alright, so this is definitely Aras. So now we just hope it's not glaring Aegis onto this dude. Glass Casket. That's fine. Okay, give me a 1-drop. Torbrand. Oh, also the Life's Bounty is one of those cards where like it's either not that big of a threat or you have to kill it on sight. I'm really not sure quite where the level of it is just yet. What's up, Blaze? How you doing? Welcome. Thanks for hopping on. Leon. Alright, get some counters. Torbrand is good. Torbrand is great. Yeah, Torbrand. Hit for 4. They gain a bunch of life and this becomes massive. Or we can kill it if it's a 4/4 still. That's a sweet looking land. Linden. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. Swings with Heliod. Swings here. Ah. Come on. Alright, we get to kill Linden, which gets Heliod away. This will be a 5/5 though, which we do have to deal with. If we hit land, I can Stompy here and play the Bone Crusher, have a good blocker. So I think we just take it. Should have gotten rid of it earlier, I think. Maybe not. Speaker of the Heavens. We can keep Subriber back to block. If they get a counter onto this again somehow, then it's not very effective blocker. But we can at least slow down the Speaker of the Heavens. For life total high a little bit. Or we go all in aggressively. They take... What is this? This is 12 points of damage. Next turn it's a little bit more. Just hope that they go too aggressive. If they have another Linden, we're dead. So I guess we have to swing like this. If it's another Linden... Yeah, we'll see. I do forget that we can play some other stuff. A Heliod, Selfless Savior would be kind of nice. If we can get a Heliod up to where we had enough hopes. All right, Heliod is swinging. Or blocking. We'll see. No longer Sabrina. Yeah, she's graduated from Sabrina, the teenage witch. She is now Subira, Veneer, which is only kind of cool. All right, they get 2 triggers. All seed is a 6/6. Counting on to Speak of the Heavens. Yeah, let's just have more big life gainers. So we have to block these or else we're dead. We do get to kill this though, so that's nice. Go to 1. Gain life, put counter there. Okay, bombardment gives us a little bit of hope. Just a little bit. All they have to do is keep swinging with the Heliod, though, right? Yeah, I think it's over. Oh, it's so close. Killed by the Hylian. Dang Link. We could have played Bone Crusher to block here, but all they'd have to do then is just keep swinging with Heliod. Even if they hit land, they had us there. If they hit any other creature, they had us. So 9 times out of 10, they were going to kill us there on that next turn anyway. Or get us to a place where it was checkmate. We didn't have the right cards to actually deal with that. Our only chance was maybe to block maybe effectively enough and get enough bombardments that we could just like hit in with 1 big hit, but we didn't have the right cards in our deck for that. All right, 2 lands, 2 cards to play with those lands. Subira is meh. Luckily, we can discard that way. I still have yet to use Subira's ability. I know that at some point it's going to be useful, but wait, did I miss using it earlier? Maybe I have. You know, I think there was a game where I was missing it. Down to 18. Hopefully they were really needing that land. Otherwise, we just help them. Those are sweet lands. Yeah, the jumpstart lands are actually pretty sweet. I can go Robber the Rich number 2 here. Feels weird not hitting our 3-drop stuff, though. Let's go Subriber. Another land. Yippee. Swamp. Oh, Underworld Dreams. They're going to be dealing more. Oh, that's dealing some to us. That's fine. They resolve. Bombardment does 2 points of damage. So does the Robber. So Robber try to steal stuff. Underworld Dreams and Grasp of Darkness. At least they don't have it. Pass the turn. Revenge of Ravens is annoying, but surprise, surprise, we actually have lethal through it. So, to the face. So even through this, we have it. We get to play the land, play Bombardment. They actually didn't know that we had lethal just yet. Oh, I guess Castle Embreth had it. So yeah, there we go. Had it as well as the Bombardment. All right, so overall, I think Red Raid, the new mono red, I think it's powerful. I'm trying to think of what else you would bring in. I'm sure Zendikar Rising is going to have some new pieces. The main thing we're needing here is probably some more 2-drops. I can't see them playing like a good 2-drop or 1-drop that's not 2 powered or less. And so I feel like it would fit into this deck perfectly. We should probably trim down on Bolt Hounds or Sabiras. And you have a good mono red deck right there. Like it's powerful. I think also maybe a bit more removal. If you're playing best of 3, you bring in a bunch of like Scorching Dragonfires into the sideboard, a couple other things like that. It's a good deck overall. I think it's powerful. We're gonna see if we can see the numbers on this one. Yeah. So unfortunately, these haven't quite gotten into MTG Assistant just yet. These cards because there were so many cards dumped on them. So they'll be out probably in a week. But yeah, so don't get to see the numbers on this just yet. But we can see our account statistics on my recent opponents. And let's see here. We had, I think it was overall like we won 2 more than we lost, 2 or 3 more. I think we played like 10 to 12 games and won like 6 to 8. So anyway, it was a powerful deck. I think it did everything we wanted it to. We got 2 diamond with it. And so I'm going to try to rank up through diamond, get to mythic right before season ends. We'll see. But overall, the deck is fun. If you guys like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you guys want to check me out on Twitch, click the link down in the description below, hit the follow button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.